Man, I have looked better. Really need a haircut. What's up guys, and welcome to FPL Today. I'm your host JNO. Welcome to the channel and thank you for clicking on the video for my team for game week 34. And it's a big one, it's the double game week. But before we get into that, I just want to bring to your attention, if you're a fan of this channel and the stuff I do here, that you can nominate me for the Football Blogging Awards. I was lucky enough, thanks to you guys, to go in 2016 and now it's in London in 2018, and you guys can get me there again if you want to. But of course, feel free to nominate anyone else that you want to as well. Link is in the description, and the tweet you can tweet out on Twitter to nominate me is there as well. But enough about self-plugging, enough about promotion. Let's get on to my team for game week 34 and how I did in game week 33. And the top performers before we get into the whole side were Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with 12 points because he was the captain from 6 points scored. For some reason, Arsene Wenger decided to sub him off, even though he's ineligible for the Europa Cup, which meant he didn't play the full 90 minutes. He could have potentially got more points, which is unfortunate. He did get 1 goal, no assist, and fell out the bonus points because he was subbed off. So the better captain choice would have been Jamie Vardy, who did play the whole game and got 1 goal against Newcastle and managed to get himself 2 bonus points. But unfortunately for me, apart from those 2, that was pretty much it for my game week 33 squad as far as big performances went. And they weren't even that big, were they? If we have a look at the whole team, you can see that my third best player was Matthew Ryan on 3 points, which is a better choice than Double, who got 2 points. My bench, none of them played. Maguire also got 0 points. And then you've got a lot of 1s and 2s from the rest of the team there, which is really unfortunate. But of course, I am building that side towards this double game week. The only unfortunate thing is I've brought in Lukaku, and now it seems that Sanchez and Pogba are on form. Son has been brought in, and then Kane has come back, which means Son isn't leading the line. Eriksen, Dele Alli and Kane all looking like better options in that side now as well. So this isn't really how I was planning to go into the lead up to game week 34 going. So the team, if I don't make any transfers, which of course I will make transfers, but the team at the moment stands as Matthew Ryan playing in goal with 2 fixtures, Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspurs at home. Then we've got Maguire with 2 fixtures, Burnley and Southampton. We've got Robertson there with Bournemouth at home. We've got Loughton with Leicester and Chelsea. We've got Salah with Bournemouth. Of course, there's doubts about Robertson and Salah, and also I'll have to wait and see what happens in the second leg of the Champions League for Liverpool against Manchester City. We then have Kennedy with a game against Arsenal. We have Mahrez with a game against Burnley and Southampton. The same goes for Jamie Vardy, who is wearing the captain's armband at the moment, Burnley and Southampton. Then we've got Son with Manchester City and Brighton Hove Albion, with Lukaku with West Brom and Bournemouth. Man United seem to have a very good double game week. And then we've got Aubameyang with Newcastle away. Now, we've got Goodmanson and Van der Horn on the bench, both risks of not playing, which is unfortunate because Goodmanson has 2 fixtures, Leicester and Chelsea. Van der Horn has Everton. Dummett has been sitting on my bench for the last 2 game weeks and got points in both, I believe, which is unfortunate for me. And then Double, again, I'm not going to play him against Arsenal because I'm hoping for Aubameyang to keep up his goal scoring ways. So the potential transfers that I could be making going into game week 34 and the double game week, I'm looking at Manchester United with their good 2 fixtures in the double game week, and it's the players that have really stood out recently that I'm a bit worried I haven't brought in because they weren't displaying the form when I played my wildcard, and that's Pogba at 7.8 million. We've got Lingard at 6 million, and we've got Sanchez at 11.5. I'm starting to wonder if I should have played my wildcard this week because I am considering playing the bench boost in game week 37, but I had a very bad team for game week 32 if I hadn't played the wild card from game week 31. Pogba at 7.8 million has had 4 appearances in the last 6 with 2 goals and 1 assist, giving him a goal involvement of 30%. Appearances 5 for Lingard at 6 million, goals 1 and assists 1, goal involvement at 22%, and Sanchez at 11.5, the most expensive with 5 appearances, but he's been involved in more goals, 42% with 1 goal and 4 assists. So it looks like the more you spend, the more goal involvement you get. Can I really bring in Sanchez? I could look to swap Salah for Sanchez potentially, which could be good, and then bring Salah back in with the free hit, but then I'm going to be without Salah for 36 onwards unless I can figure a way to bring him back in. that seems a bit risky. Pogba, of course, and Lingard a lot easier to get into my side to go along with Lukaku. But there is another team I'm looking at the players of, and it is Tottenham. Even though they have Man City, I think in the long run, Tottenham Hotspur's players and potentially Man City players, if they do go out of the Champions League, could be good looks, both having good double game week 37s. Of course, it's quite easy to figure out who to look at in the Tottenham side at the moment. There's a couple of players really on form, Dele Alli and Christian Eriksen, and Kane is back, and we all know what he can do at the tail end of the season when he's chasing the Golden Boot, despite the fact he's not been that consistent this season compared to the last couple. Ali at 9.0 million, appearances 5 in the last 6 game weeks, got 3 goals and 3 assists, giving him a goal involvement of 60%. Eriksen, 0.4 million more expensive, 5 appearances as well in the last 6. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists, goal involvement at 42% when he's on the pitch. And then Kane at 12.8 million, appearances 5, goals 1, assists 1, goal involvement at 40%. He has come on as a substitute, and he is, of course, playing with that injury, trying to recover from that injury, so that might be why his stats are so low. But again, he hasn't been as consistent this season as he has been in previous ones. So those are the potential transfers I'm looking at for game week 34. Most likely it's going to be centered around getting in a heavy hitter from Spurs, or just covering myself with Man United players, because I think they might have a very beneficial game week 34. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. As always, if you liked the video, please consider subscribing if you're new. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell if you want to know when my videos go live, because apparently hitting subscribe isn't enough according to YouTube. And also feel free to, again, nominate me in the Football Blogging Awards. And all that's left to say is thank you guys again so much for the support. It is much appreciated. Hoping to stream Wednesday or Thursday night. So again, hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted when I'm going live. I've been JNO. This has been FPL Today. And remember, it's all about the game.